Okay, Mike Flanagan here back with you at the Grand Boot Hill. It is the 5 versus the 4 seed. Liz Johnson, Tim Mack, Mike Flanagan, Matt Turek, and now joined by Dave Armstrong in the telecast. Thank you so much for being a part of this thing, Dave.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. So the players are warming up here. Liz just got defeated by Rob Gottschall in a roll-off. They both tied to be the number 3 seed, Dave, and very low-scoring affair here.
Yes, very low scoring. Really long pattern, 31 units. You had to have a little bit of hand and be pretty accurate.
Tonight's prize list, Matt Turek. Tell us what the players are bowling for here in this first match.
This is the 5th versus 4th seed. 5th place will take home 650 big ones. 4th place, 100 more than that, 750. 3rd place gets $1,000. 2nd place, $1,500. And 1st place gets a cool $3,000.
One of my heroes.
All right, guys, I'm standing by with both of these players right here. If you could look up to the camera, guys, here. All right, so our 5 seed tonight, Tim Mack, you shot 230 the last game to get in there. You were at even, jumped a couple of guys. You got nothing to lose. Tell us how you're throwing the ball.
I'll be honest with you, this is way past my bedtime at this point in time. But I've got my family with me, and it's been great to be home for the week. I'm throwing it pretty good right now, but I mean, when the shot's this hard, anything can happen. So just happy to be in the Stepladder, and I get to bowl one of my favorite people in the world. Liz is a great friend and a great bowler, and I'm just looking forward to having some fun.
Your ball choice tonight to start?
Actually, I started the tournament with the IQ Solid. Shot 250, switched balls in game 3, which I shouldn't have done. Went back to the IQ Tour Solid, shot 230, so I think I'll stay with the IQ Tour Solid.
All right, good luck to you, Tim. Liz Johnson, you just bowled Rob Gottschall, a little 9th and 10th frame roll-off, but obviously you get to bowl this guy, Tim. You guys just gave each other a kiss and a hug. Obviously, you're friends. What are you going to beat his brains in tonight with? What ball is it going to be?
I'm going with my Defiant Soul, my Rotor Grip Defiant Soul. So
Going to jam it at the head pin?
I'm going to do my best, just make the shots, and hopefully 10 pins fall.
All right, good luck to you, Liz. Bowl good out there. There you have it. Down here in the way, guys. Dave Armstrong, Matt Turek. This is going to be one heck of a match here between these two legends.
This is going to be a really good match.
A couple of Storm staffers. This event brought to you by Storm, the Bowlers Company. Woody Demma does a great job with his events, long-running events. 46 players came out tonight. We're down to 5. Liz Johnson's going to start on the left lane. Good-looking shot there, Dave Armstrong.
That flush and a rope by Liz. You know, I bowled with Tim Mack. I crossed him all day today. He threw the ball really good. He just got in a little trouble the 4th game and then made a great comeback in the last game for 236 to make the cut.
Timmy's moving on to a new chapter in his life, no longer with Team Bahrain. He does plan on coaching them at the World Championships, hopefully, and he's looking for something new to do. And both players are making him look easy right out of the gate, Dave Armstrong.
And yes, they are not that easy. But yeah, these two are two of the best bowlers in the country, let me tell you. They make it look easy.
A lot more bowling to do here this weekend in Addison, Illinois, here at the beautiful Stardust Bowl. It's Chicago Blackhawk playoff hockey tomorrow night at the bar, Dave.
It's going to be a good one.
Oh,
it's going to be a good hockey game, too.
Oh, yeah, and Alex Aguilar's Boston Bruins won. So that's who we'll be facing if we win.
All right, Tim Mack high on the head pin. Fortunate not to leave a split. This is probably one of the toughest spare conversions on this 47-foot oil pattern that's flat all the way across.
Yeah, the 3, 6, 9, 10 he left. Very choppable.
Dave, how would you go about attacking this spare on this pattern?
Boy, he almost got to stand left and just feed the ball into the front pin and kind of just set it into it. You can't hook it into it. They're too tight to the right.
Oh. You don't see that every day.
No.
Leaves just the 3.
6.
That is the 6, Matt Turek. Thank you.
Who are the other staffers in the Final 5? Tom's with Brunswick.
Yeah, Tom Adcock is the 2 seed.
You get 2.
1 seed is Jeffrey Young. I don't think he's with anyone.
And Gotchel Storm.
Yeah,
So that's 3 Storms.
3 Storm people.
3 Storms.
3, 4, 5, and Liz is throwing that Roto-Grip Defiant Soul here tonight. She's got a good look. You and Liz are actually good friends, aren't you, Dave?
Yes, very good friends. Yeah, that ball is one of the best balls, along with the Disturb, which is the other end, Roto, right?
Yep, and 3 new Roto-Grip balls just announced: the Rumble, the Deranged, and the Totally Defiant.
Where do they come up with the names?
Well, Schlimmer is coming up with the names for Roto-Grip right now, and that brand is taking off and doing really well.
Oh!
Wow, trips to 4-9 out.
Well, you know, when you're playing the right, proper line to the pocket, you're trying to jam it in there, good things can happen to you. We saw Liz in the 9th and 10th frame roll-off where she went high. It looked like she was going to leave a big split. It was fortunate to break it up. Tim Mack here certainly not out of it. It's demanding lane condition. Anything can happen, as he said when we interviewed him before the match.
Got that one a little wide.
Yep.
And now Tim Mack has a lot of hand. He's a high rev player, and for him to leave this kind of a spare just goes to show how long that oil pattern is.
Right, even the rev players still only can like leak it a little bit. They can't, even if they shove it right, you'll leave that.
Yeah, it's not coming back.
That's why you don't want to give up the head pin or the pocket.
Timmy's a good spare shooter, though.
Yep.
Covers it up. "46 players competed tonight. We're down to our top 5. Tomorrow it's qualifying for the Grand Boot Hill tournament, trio tournament, and a sweeper. Not too late to get involved with that. And you can get involved in this tournament every year as it's going to continue to grow and grow.
Oh, man, that was a nice shot.
Just a bad break for Tim Mack. Dave, what word comes to mind if you would have made that shot and left that 9-pin?
I don't know if we could say it on
Wow. Darn.
There would be some of them.
Okay.
Darn.
Probably
Shucks.
not in the top 5.
Jiminy crickets.
I see Ronnie Horton's in the chat asking what is tougher, Woody's or the Peterson. I still have to say the Peterson.
Oh, yeah, because at least you know what your ball's going to do
Right,
here,
right.
you know, pair to pair.
And you can see the pins.
And you can use high-performance bowling balls here.
And the pins are online.
That's true.
They're on spot.
It's a beautiful bowling center, Stardust Bowl
Yes.
here. The owners were here helping us set up. A lot of support from them.
Oh.
Well, she threw a great shot, you know, and that just goes to show the type of line she's playing. She trips out a 4-9, gets a good break, comes back, hits the pocket a little more Liz Johnson style, 5-7.
And that's the danger of the straighter players, pointing it towards the pocket with a little more speed, 5-7, 8-10.
Yeah, that ball really deflects off the head pin.
I even seen today, even a lot of players that really stay underneath the ball and hook it a little, leave 8-10s and 5-7s today.
Oh, and she picks it.
Covers
Oh.
Do you think she moved
Like a
right,
pro.
farther away from the head pin to pick that up, Dave? Do you think she moved right or you think she moved left?
I don't know what she did.
Because you know on a house shot, the old trick was to move 3 and 2 left and
Right.
you'll pick the 5-7. But because this is flat all the way across,
Right.
she may have moved right.
You're probably right. Because and also if you move in, that's where everyone's playing, so the ball will probably check a little bit.
She probably moved
Yep.
maybe 2 and 1 right, maybe 2 and 2 right. Who knows?
That would be a good question.
Yeah,
She's
we'll have to
down
ask her
here.
before the next match if she advances.
Uh-oh.
That's the head pin right there.
And that's what Liz usually doesn't give up the head pin.
No, she doesn't.
Still has a commanding lead, though.
Just about 15 after 10 o'clock here on Friday night here in Addison, Illinois. Matt Turek, Dave Armstrong, Mike Flanagan here with you.
chance.
Oh,
yeah. Good shot.
Wow, look
Good
at Liz Johnson.
Like a pro.
Just goes to show. You know, I actually believe, Dave, if the women's tour was still around, we might be looking in this match at the most winningest female bowler of all time by the time her career would have been done, if the tour would have still been going on.
I think you could be right. She's, if not the best right now, one of the best.
Get a look at Tim Mack's style. He's got such a great delivery.
And there's the rev rate. Wow. Just
Mixing them up.
Yeah, no 5-7 on that one at all.
go. Liz picks up the 5-7 and then the washout.
Yeah,
Easy.
right? To stay clean.
Yeah, she won the Peterson.
She has won the Peterson.
She threw a double to win, too. I was there. She was on my pair.
27-pin lead right now for Liz Johnson. Tim Mack going up, looking for the all-important double here. Left a 9-pin last time on this lane.
Oh, almost a dirty Scotsman.
That was a great-looking shot. He's got to be happy with that. Got a score correction here. Right on top of the action here, they're bowling just to the right of the booth. And they will continue to move a pair to the left after each game. The next match will be conducted on lanes 15 and 16, and 13 and 14. Then we're going to skip down to 9 and 10 because we have cameras set there. Tim Mack cleans it up nicely. So now it's just important for Liz to keep jamming the head pin, stay out of trouble. And she'll keep herself with the lead in this match. Okay, no 9 with it, no sleeper. This should be easy peasy for Liz.
Especially after seeing her convert those 2 tough spares.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be nothing. Close your eyes. Covers it perfectly.
Dave, you've been coming to this tournament for a long time. Tell the folks at home a little bit about some of the nostalgia from this event.
Wow. I think this is, what is it, the 26th Grand Boot Hill? They've had a lot of guys actually on the tour have bowled. Kretzer, Doug Kenna's bowled. Woody ran one in Vegas where he let the exempt guys bowl. Parker bowled, Jaros. But he's always kept them, since the beginning, very tough and wanted to make it sort of like, I don't know, not a club, but always a low-scoring tournament to keep all the stats of the averages over the years.
And he's done a great job with that.
Yeah, I was looking through that book. Some big names in that book.
And covered it up for Liz there. So Liz Johnson working hard out there, opened up with the triple, converted the 5-7. Has not been around the pocket quite as much since then, but still hanging in there in the match. She's clean through 7. She's got a lead in the match. And now Tim Mack's almost in a position where he's going to have to find a double somewhere.
At least.
He's getting a handful.
Good shot.
That was
a good shot.
Wow.
And how about Rob Gotch winning this the last 2 years?
Unreal.
You know how hard that is?
And it's like Adam Barta winning the TNBA Reed Hawthorne 2 years in a row.
Exactly. I mean, people watching have to know it's not this easy. They're just great bowlers making great shots.
It really goes to the testament of how good of a bowler Rob is.
Yes.
Get a look at Tim Mack. We'll see where he sets up with his feet here. Kicking a little bit of dirt out of the way. Tim's a good 7 boards left of the last dot. Oh, that was pured.
Another great shot.
You know, compared to the last 2 shots on that lane, that one seemed a little bit harder, a little more on line. Jammed it in there.
Yep.
And that's a big double right there. It's anybody's ball game now.
Also, how about this field today? You had gold medal winners. You had regional winners, tons of amateur titles in the field, everything. Eagles.
Yeah, huge, impressive field of USBC Open Championships bowlers. Jim Pensack, just to name one of them. So Liz right around the pocket again here, 4-pin.
Tim can strike out for 227.
Yeah, this is starting to get a little close if Tim throws another one.
Yeah. His covers a 4-pin. She has a max score of 230.
Yeah, Liz can shoot 230. Tim Mack, 227. Tim's got a little more work to do. He needs some strikes there. Our wonderful game of bowling. Tim has 4 strikes. Liz just 3. Liz has the lead. It's a great look at Liz Johnson's style. One of the best female styles ever.
I like that camera angle. Oh, that was a good shot.
Anybody's game right now.
Yep, Liz says, I'm going to make you earn it, Timmy. They are good friends. They did hug and actually kiss before the match.
Good look at Tim.
Tim coached Team Bahrain. Had one of his players make the TV show at the World Series of Bowling last year.
Oh, he didn't like that one, but
Hey, you know what? Right in the zone. That's what fingers will get you sometimes. Little pin action. Hit them thin, watch them spin.
3-pin match.
Or as I like to call it, watch the IB Open, the old FT.
yeah, I was just going to bring that up.
The old FT. Dave, we'd like to see you come bowl the IB Open here.
When is it? When's the next one?
Oh, well, you know, it's at the end of April every year, but it's tournament season. I know that. There's a lot of other events.
This is for the lead.
That looks inside.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
what? Oh,
Doesn't
just
matter.
imagine if he would have carried the 4 and the 9. We'd be looking at a monster score here. If I was Rob Gottschall in the next match, I think I'd rather bowl Liz. Because I know Liz is just going to keep it around the pocket, 190 to 210. But Timmy actually looks like he's got a look where he can string strikes.
Yeah, let's see if that look holds up on the next pair, though.
Well, Liz
Good call.
Liz needs at least the first one. So he can shoot 227. He can't shut her out.
Needs the strike to force a double.
That's pretty good, ain't it? No. Oh.
Still a pretty good shot right there.
Liz needs the first one.
So Tim can shoot
Good
216 here. That's going to force Liz to strike. What do you think, Dave? About a 50-50 chance she strikes?
I think it'll be the high hard one coming up.
I think she's going to pound the next one.
Frozen rope.
Frozen rope with a high-performance bowling ball on a long oil pattern. Nice bowling, Tim Mack.
Good bowling,
Very
Timmy.
nicely bowled game. You see Woody Demma, tournament director, writing down the scores in your screen here. See if Liz takes a little extra time or just wants to get up and go through her pre-shot routine here and deliver a ball on target to the 1-3. With the look both of these bowlers have, I could predict seeing one of them run the entire step ladder.
Dead silent in here right now.
Oh, look at that.
What a great
She
shot.
really buried that.
That's a classy lady right there, and that's a classy shot. Dave Armstrong was happy about that shot.
Still needs good count. And on this pattern, that ain't that easy.
She does. She does. Needs to stay away from the Big Four, the Greek Church, or the washout even, as she left earlier.
Should be another missile to the pocket.
Someone called NORAD.
Yep. Wow.
Man, She's just powering it in there.
Liz Johnson is going to advance to bowl Rob Gottschall in the next match.
Oh, she's tough. She's clutch card.
Liz Johnson has bowled a clean game, doubled into 10th. Even if Tim Mack would have struck out, it wouldn't have been enough to beat Liz Johnson. See if she can fill it up here. Wow,
Oh,
230
she can.
for Liz Johnson. Rob Gottschall, you're going to have your hands full in the next match. When we come back, it'll be the number 3 seed, Rob Gottschall, versus Liz Johnson here from Addison, Illinois at the Grand Boot Hill Weekend. It's the Friday Night Sweeper. Okay, Mike Flanagan here back with you for our second match here. Rob Gottschall's going to bowl Liz Johnson. Rob, in the last match, we saw both players get lined up. You're going to have your hands full here with Liz. What's your game plan?
My game plan's still the same thing. Hit the headpin and fill frames. If I lose to 230, I lose to 230.
Your ball of choice here in this match?
Going with a high road.
High road. That's what he says. Rob Gottschall, good luck to you, buddy. Liz, real quick, while Rob's getting ready to bowl, I want to know when you threw at the 5-7 in the last match, did you move right or left on that?
I usually move a little bit left. Usually move 2 to 3 boards left with my feet, and just I honestly, when I moved left, I thought it was going to hook up, but I didn't think I got it. I just barely clipped the center, so got lucky on that one.
Okay, thanks, Liz. That was a question we wanted to ask from the last match. So Dave Armstrong, Matt Turek, Mike Flanagan here with you for the next match.
Rob Gottschall is going to start this match.
I promise you, folks, they really only averaged 209 to get here.
It sure doesn't look that way, does it?
They make it look easy.
We've moved over to lanes 15 and 16 now. The last match was on 17 and 18. And now here goes Liz Johnson trying to get it done here on the next pair of lanes as she moves left throughout this building.
Great shot by Liz.
Yep.
Both players starting off strong with a strike.
Storm Nation, I tell you.
Yeah, yeah.
Do us a favor, too. If you're social media junkies, obviously you're watching this match here, give us a like on Facebook. Give us a friend request out there at the IV Inside Bowling. Also, give us a subscribe on YouTube. And follow us on Twitter.
Another great shot.
Very, very solid. I said it in the last match. I could see the winner of that match running the stepladder.
Yep.
But what's interesting is to see these players, Dave Armstrong, attack the lanes so differently. Rob and Tim from the inside extreme angle, and Liz just kind of going right up the track.
Yep. But that's good. It's what your talent requires. You stay within your own game.
Ronnie Horton in the chat says this is a match of 2 human ATM machines.
Horton Nation said that?
He did. Both of these players are members of the Storm staff. Storm, a great sponsor here this weekend at this event, adding money into the prize fund and allowing us to come out as well and stream this event.
Somebody asked where Ron Nelson finished. He was like 30 or 40 under, I think. Actually, it's right there. I don't know.
That's after 4. I'm not sure what he finished at. Man.
Even Steven.
We have a possibility of a tie, don't we, Mike?
We certainly do, as I like to say.
After 3 frames.
Tribute to Bo Burton.
This is a battle of the Titans.
See if they can keep it up here.
It is what Mike said. It's amazing. One's attacking from the right, one's attacking from the end. Uh-oh. That was bad.
Missed that one right.
Well, fortunate not to leave the 10 with it. She left that in the last match.
But she did pick it.
She did pick the washout in the last match.
Right
but,
after picking the 5-7, too.
You know, I think when Liz is throwing the ball good and with authority and confident, she's going to miss the head pin once in a while to the right on this pattern. I think you'd rather have her bowling on offense than on defense, and that's what we're seeing here out of Liz Johnson.
Mike, do you ever think there'll be another women's tour again, or they'll ever start it up again?
I do believe at some point in time that there will be a competitive women's bowling series of events. Yes, I do. Now, I don't know how. I don't know if they'll ever be on TV again consistently, but I believe that there will be some events. There's a lot of people working hard and trying to do so out there.
Oh, man. We had Patrick in the booth. He was really talking about how hard it is to carry here. As you see, Liz wrapping that 10.
We've been talking about it already. This is our first visit here, and it's a beautiful facility here at Stardust Bowl.
Yeah, they remodeled within the last year. They did an awesome job.
They really did. Everything matches. They've got hardwood floor in the settee area. I feel like I'm at a 4-star hotel right now. Flat screen monitors, beautiful feed here, great internet feed to be able to bring you crystal clear quality.
On 4 streams. That's some bandwidth.
Oh, the can opener.
That was the can over. The tilt of the 5 to the left. He even smiled a little bit about that. Rob is not a picky strike machine. He will strike however he needs to. If he hits the 1-3 and he put his ball there on this pattern, he's going to be happy with that. We did see him leave a couple of 8-10s, and at the last minute, both pins fell out earlier in qualifying. And Rob is no slouch with the hand. He hits it pretty good.
Yes.
Watch him post that shot. Oh, gets a lucky break.
Well, you know, that was a good shot. It was on line. It was on target. Got a handful of it. And fortunate just to leave the 4-7, but another good solid shot by Rob. A 4-9 there I think would have been a bad break. Add the 7 with it, and even a worse break.
Covers it up.
You know, I always found with the Brunswick A2 machines like they have here that it seems like it's easier to bounce pins out as opposed to the newer pin setters that are designed with the rakes to come down, all the state-of-the-art technology, less dead woods, less pins bouncing around.
I think that has to do with the curtain.
It's very difficult to pick the 710, say, at Nationals.
Liz back on it.
That being said, this is an A2 bowling center, and I saw when Rob threw it that 4-7, the pins really seem to want to bounce around a little bit. So as we move on and we watch the rest of this championship dissolve, we may see some pins bouncing around, maybe some split conversions picked up. You just never know. So Liz has struck 4 out of 6 balls. Rob Gottschall, 4 out of 5. They need to bowl the U.S. Open, and they need to cross together.
Yeah.
Rob Gottschall sticks the shot, stays down through it, and is able to blow some shrapnel at the 5-pin. Bounces it off the sidewall, and
It lands in the right gutter.
it certainly does. With authority, as if a ghost train came flying through and just pushed that thing out of the way. Rob Gottschall has a max score of 278. Liz Johnson,
266.
266.
What time is the first event tomorrow? 9, right?
Yeah.
9 a.m. tomorrow.
9 a.m. start. Check in 8:30.
Yep.
Another 5-game sweeper.
Oh, yeah, we'll be here all day. It'll
Oh,
probably
yeah.
be 9 a.m. to like 10 at night.
6 games tomorrow with no stepladder.
Look at that.
Oh, 6-game sweeper. Wow.
And
Well,
then
now
you
that is a bad break.
then you got qualifying, then you got the trios, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, there's a Calcutta on the trio, isn't there?
That's always fun, the bidding wars in there.
We're making a stop by the bank tomorrow. So Rob Gottschall here, unfortunate break, leaves the 9-10. I would put Rob Gottschall's odds of picking this at about 35%.
Oh.
To me, the trios was a fun. That was my favorite event because it's like a team thing. You're not singly, and it just is more of a fun event. Not that this whole thing isn't fun, but
No, I know, yeah.
And it's
Especially
not-
with the
it's
side
like,
action.
It's like team event. Team event's more fun.
Absolutely. It's not too late to come down here and enter tomorrow either. Plenty of events left. A chance at the $15,000 guaranteed prize fund, the main event. Rob Gottschall, as we said earlier, has won the event the last 2 years. Come down, try to knock him off the pedestal he is on. Liz Johnson's trying to knock him off that pedestal tonight.
And last year, me, Liz, and Vernon Peterson won the trio.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Where is Vern this year?
He had something at the center or at Kegel. He had to work or something, some tournament.
He was in the chat earlier tonight, so I think this might be Mike Fagan's weekend, where Fagan has a clinic down at Kegel.
Could be. He said he couldn't get out of it. He loves this tournament. He really wanted the bowl.
I was surprised not to see Harvey Johnson here today either.
Oh, yeah. He was here last year. Uh-oh.
She didn't like that one. Oh.
No, and pays the maximum penalty for that. Right through the schnoz for a 4-6. Scott Hewenick checking in, says, "Hi, Mike." Hi, Scott.
4-pin game.
We're told by Josh Scanlon, who has a YouTube video out there of him getting a very unorthodox strike. Josh Scanlon says that Florida State has a youth tournament in Vern Center, and that's why he can't be here. So he's donating his time to grow the game with youth bowling.
I saw that YouTube video. Unreal.
Speaking of YouTube, all of these broadcasts will be archived on YouTube. All of our footage from this weekend, you'll be able to see it on our YouTube channel.
Got a lucky break there. The beached whale came over and took out the 5.
Yeah, well, that's another consistent shot by Gottschall. We've seen the 5 and the 7 falling out late every shot.
Yeah.
It's the 1-3 again. Sticking to his game plan like he told me right before the match.
And he does have, well, that's still a close match.
What's amazing to me is how great of spare shooters these guys are.
Oh.
On this much oil, I went down lane and moved the tripod, and I about fell on my face. And there you see a pin bounce out of the back, as I mentioned earlier.
I'm actually surprised I haven't seen more pins slide across on the deck. I thought I'd see more.
Yeah, with the oil going so long down the lane.
Right.
And oil was still being applied to the lane at 43 feet, and it still stayed on the brush and just remained on the brush, and the residue from the brush finished off to 47 feet and then picked up off the lane and stripped the rest of the lane for 13 feet. The lane, of course, being 60 feet.
Oh.
4-pin.
Again, Rob hits the pocket, this time a little bit higher on the pocket. Could have got a break and struck, but leaves a 4-pin, easy to clean up. Rob Gottschall can still shoot 225. Liz Johnson can strike out in the 9th and 10th frame to shoot 232.
They probably couldn't go much farther than this, though. We used to have a tournament in Chicago 25 years ago that went 60 feet. You should have seen the ball calls. It was
Yeah, I
crazy.
can only imagine.
100 and, either 120 or 180 bowlers, 6081.
Wow.
It was, and a lot of guys were on tour at the time. Were bowling it. It was rooster tails.
Yeah, your ball does actually move to the pocket a little bit on this pattern.
Right.
Liz Johnson now in the 9th frame. Can she cross over? She does.
She does.
Wow, that was a huge crossover there for Liz. Liz now needs to take a deep breath, go through her pre-shot routine. Jam it in the 1-3 here. Make Rob Gottschall show up in the 10th frame and get it done. But remember now, Liz can actually
Shut him. Oh, yeah,
shut him out
Yeah.
with 232. So Liz Johnson can throw 2 strikes and get 8 pins. She will advance.
Ooh.
2 strikes and 4 pins it is. My math was off, but Liz there goes high again on lane 15. We saw her leave the 4-6 the last time, and now she leaves the 4-7, 9, 10. Not what she was looking for there. Can she bounce him around?
8. What does he need?
So 198 for Liz.
Rob needs
7. Right.
Yeah, it looks like 7.
7.
In the first shot.
Had to give him 199. 7 out.
7 out.
That's
Bum
enough.
bum. I'll be here all week, folks.
Was that Ruggles that said that? 7.
7 out. Keeps it on the head pin and tilts the 5. Rob Gottschall.
The blower nickel.
Liz gives him his deserving 5 there as he blows the 5 pin out of the rack. Liz Johnson is going to receive $750 for 4th place. A $250 entry. It'll be a $500 profit for Liz. She bowled good tonight.
And the worst Rob can do here is 1,000.
Yep, 3rd place receives 1,000, 2nd 1,500, and our champion tonight's going to receive 3,000. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a couple more matches coming up. But the next match, we're going to see Tom Adcock from Decatur. He's going to take on Rob Gottschall here as we continue to climb the stepladder here at the 2013 Grand Boot Hill Weekend, sponsored by Storm. It's the Friday Night Sweeper. We're just getting started, folks. We'll be right back with 2 more matches. Okay, back here for our semifinal match here. Rob Gottschall just defeated Liz Johnson. You had your hands full there. It looks like Tom Adcock's going to play a similar line to you. Same game plan, throw it at the head pin?
Pretty much. I mean, try to leave something you can make and just stay clean. 200's a good score here.
We saw you blow out some 5 pins in the last match. You think we'll have more of that in this match?
Hopefully. Hope it's not standing.
Yeah, hopefully not. Good luck to you, Rob. Tom Adcock, no stranger to Megabuck bowling tournaments. Just getting started here this weekend. What's your plan of attack going against this guy right here?
I believe I have to strike a lot. Usually I do against him. He's awful good player. So I can just stay out of jail and stay clean and hope for the best. We'll see what happens.
Your ball of choice tonight?
The Paranormal, Brunswick Paranormal.
All right, good luck to you, Tom. All right, there you have it, guys. Going to be a good match down here. All right, Tom elects for Rob to start the match on the left lane, which means Rob will finish this match. Battle of Brunswick against Storm.
I wonder who's going to win. I'm going to put my money on Rob.
I got to go with the hometown team. Being the director of marketing for Storm, I got to root for Rob. Tom's a great guy. I love Tom. From my area, supports Inside Bowling. We appreciate it.
See you in the morning.
And as we talked about in that pregame match, as he just says thank you to me, a blower, 5-pin, Rob Gottschall.
1,000.
Hey, I predicted the cut score would be 50.
50. And you were almost right there. So do you know what it ended up? What was it, 44? Or no, that was first.
34.
34.
Yeah, it was Tim Mack, who we saw in our first match. We've really had great matches here thus far here in this step ladder.
Yeah, both of them met close and the roll off. And
yeah, on this type of lane condition, when you look at the overall field average, I'm sure it was somewhere in the 180s tonight, if not worse. And to see every game thus far come down to it here. 198 versus 223 in the last match and 216 to 230. It just shows why these folks are here. Tom Adcock up working in the first frame.
Look at this. Ooh.
He went for it there for sure. No pain, no gain. So Adcock opens up. No big deal. Just getting his feet wet here. The lane's extremely wet, by the way, guys.
Extreme is an understatement.
We've been talking about it. Almost 32 milliliters of oil out there on the lanes, which is a lot today. This is the slickest lane surface in the business as well. The Brunswick Pro-Am lane.
Man, that looked like a better shot, but
that's the oil.
yep.
Just goes to show you Rob Gottschall just leaving the 5-pin in the first frame and how he's been blowing out the 5-7s. You know, Tom goes up, leaves this 8-10. Great shot, though, by Tommy. He keeps putting it there. He's going to give Rob all he can handle. So we'll see how this match unfolds here early on. Adcock, not a good start. 17 in the second. Gottschall spares in the first.
At least I know one thing tomorrow morning. My ball is going to go left.
Yeah, tomorrow will be complete opposite. It'll be a short pattern tomorrow. The brochure says between 32 and 37 feet.
And then the main event's usually around 39, 40 feet flat. Something similar to that, I think.
Well, that shot right there was left off Rob's hand, right through the face. Exactly what Tom Adcock wants to see sitting on the bench. If Rob could have came out and hit the 1-3, hit the 1-3, cleaned through a couple of frames, Adcock's, you know, looking at needing a double. That's a lot to try to do on this condition, but because Rob goes up, leaves the 4-6.
It's anybody's game still.
It certainly is.
He probably knows what the exact pattern is now.
Ooh. I haven't seen him miss a target all day.
That's a big count there.
Yeah, it's a pin on a strike. One is two, but on the spare it is one. So Rob needs to take his time here. He's no stranger to this building and this tournament.
No.
He's very comfortable.
He actually won one in the other building and one here.
It's almost like if you were sitting on the couch in your pajamas. That's how comfortable Rob Gottschall is in this building.
As he shows it right there.
Yeah.
There was no 5-pin and no 8-10 in that shot. Maybe he made the adjustment I told him to make. I told him before the match he's been leaving blower 5s. That should tell you right there. You should make a small adjustment.
The last pin going down, probably 5 out of 10 shots, was the nickel. It's amazing where it stood.
Be good to see Tommy get it back going here. Get a little momentum going. He throws a double up here. Gottschall's going to think about it a little bit. One at a time.
It's good. Wow.
Ooh.
See, Tom's ball is a little less tilt or whatever you want to call it towards the pocket, where Gottschall's ball turns a little more.
Yeah, Tom still hits it pretty good. I'll tell you what, he poses his shots to the line. One of the best tall bowlers I've ever seen stick his shots consistently over and over again as he waves high five to all of you at home and us up here in the booth. Fans that are left here. But you're right, Rob does get a little more side axis rotation. Right. Tom Adcock a little more up the back of the ball. It's a little bit harder to make his ball tip down lane, as you say, Dave. Tom has really made two really excellent shots the last two frames.
Which is kind of, I mean, his style is not totally different than Rob, but it's a little lesser. Then you got Liz farther than him. So kind of three different styles, though.
Tom's ball is going to be a little more rolly with the ball choice that he's using, as opposed to Rob's going to be a little more skid flippy. And, you know, they're both going to keep the ball on line. Tom a little more up the back of it, as we said. So leaves another pickable spare, wasting no time.
And then in the first match, you had Tim, who was slower, a little slower and a little more turn than Gotchel, I thought.
Yeah, Timmy, he's the big wheel of the show. Although Jeffrey, he's
Yeah.
got a little style on him that can make the ball tip that we're going to see in our championship match.
So you have an array of games on the show.
All different styles. No lefty, though, but I didn't really
Right.
see any lefties out
I
there
didn't see
bowling.
any lefties, actually.
Rick Miller sitting right there.
Yeah,
is the
Rick
only
Miller.
one I see.
The only one?
Yeah, that's the only one I see.
Wow, that's strange. One lefty out of a field of 47.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing another one. I think Rick Miller was the only one.
All right, big double there by Gotchel. Does Gotchel use 16-pound bowling balls?
I don't know.
Those balls just seem like they hit a little louder. My guess would be that he uses 16 pounds. I'm going to ask him after this shot.
Go get it right now. Rob's taking his time there.
He knows this is a big shot
Right.
early in this match.
I was just going to say it's a huge shot.
He sticks it good.
That's a good shot there by Rob, no doubt about it. Hit him thin and watch him spin the old FT.
The old FT.
Rob, we have a quick question for you. Do you throw 15 or 16-pound bowling balls?
15.
15. You're getting them to hit like they're like 20 pounds when you pack them in there.
I'm just trying to be soft and slow with it. I mean, there's not much of a ball reaction out there. You just, I don't know. I'm just literally just trying to hit the 1-3.
Just putting it up the ramp, and hopefully it goes in the hole.
That's a good shot by Tom there.
Tom Adcock, great shot. Thank you, Rob. So 15-pound equipment, guys. I was wrong. A little surprised by that. There are some people that bowl the Peterson, which is another very demanding tournament, and they say that 16 pounds gives you an advantage at the Peterson.
Especially on the heavyweight lanes. That's why they used to weigh them, so you didn't bring in an 18-pound ball.
Tom Adcock unable to get anything going here, but because the pattern is so demanding, nobody is out of it. This is not your typical house pattern you would see at home when you bowl league.
It's anything but that.
Seems like he just can't get the right angle. He has to kind of have it already up at the pocket, but then it seems to want to run towards the nose.
We're right up on top of the players, too. It's like we're all talking a little bit softer than we normally do. Can't wait to listen to this one back. It's really quiet in here.
It really is.
He sounded like Billy Whale used to, huh? Real nice and soft, you remember?
Yes, I do. Man, Rob Gotcha looks like he's got this figured out.
Yeah, after that open, man, he really took care of that with 4 in a row.
And to be able to do this now over a couple of pairs, you know, he bowled 223 in the last match. Liz Johnson was giving him all he could handle. She came back in the match, and Rob was able to get it done. And now here, 9 spare, bad shot, 4 bagger. The bagger.
The bagger.
Looking for the Yahtzee now.
Ooh, wiggle 4.
Still a good shot.
It was a good
Yeah.
shot.
He didn't like it off his hand, but whenever you throw kind of a semi-good shot, and you leave
And
a
it
4
hit the
pin.
pockets, so.
The 4 pin was wiggling. It could have gone.
Yeah.
Rob told us a minute ago that he was trying to keep his speed soft, but that one there looks a little amped up to me.
Probably a good thing he did it.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have been staring at the 4-6 again, maybe. Really impressed with the spare shooting. We saw him finish 4th at the IB Open back home in St. Louis. Tougher lane condition. Not as tough as this, but a tougher lane condition. Made the TV show. here, the first event this weekend, makes the TV show again, wins his first match. Tom Adcock is almost in a must-strike situation.
He must go off the sheet.
It's online.
See, he just can't get
Looks
the
like
right
he
angle.
switched balls.
Did
Looks
he?
like he went to a Versamax there. A little more angular down lane ball. Stores and flips more down lane, similar to the ball that Gottschall's using. Gottschall still using his high road.
See, Rob doesn't even take it easy on the seniors. It's terrible.
I forgot to say that to him, Dave.
Yeah. He can probably hear me right here. No.
Hook.
Oh.
Tom hasn't bowled a bad game. He's had a couple of bad shots in there, but he's hit the 1-3 quite a bit this game. There's a reason why he was the number 2 seed. And remember, he threw a 5 count on his last ball, which would have given him the number 1 seed if he would have got 7 or better in qualifying.
Covers that 5 pin.
So Adcock just has 193 left. Gottschall can shoot 245, going at 215 pace. After this match, the winner will go on to face Jeffrey Young, our top seed, from Denton, Texas, through Wichita State University.
Nice looking shot by Rob.
Got it perfectly.
Yeah, and he's playing extremely deep. He's playing the fallback, but he's getting that bowling ball to fade back down lane, and he's still finding a way to get it to hit on most of his shots. And the shots that it doesn't hit, he's still got a really good chance of breaking up the 5-7 split, and on most occasions thus far, knock on wood, he's been able to knock them all down. He's found a ball that he's matched up with. It's not a very aggressive ball. It's a very even ball. It's actually the most winningest ball in modern-day PBA history, the high road. Just had a birthday. It's 5 years old, and it's
People still want it.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
amazing.
there's I got news for everybody. The new releases that are coming out next month, the High Road Pearl's coming out. Same core Pearl version of the High Road.
I'm looking forward to that release. I'm probably going to get one of them for sure.
Tom Adcock is a tremendous bowler. He worked really hard to get this far. We should take nothing away from his game. Tommy is he's going to be a force to be reckoned with this weekend. I don't think this will be the last time we're going to see Tom Adcock this weekend.
What?
Both players are going to fast track here to the end. Dave Armstrong in this next match to preview it. It's going to be Rob Gottschall against Jeffrey Young. What is your prediction?
I like Rob. He's been bowling well all throughout these matches. Looks like he's pretty much locked in if he can get locked in on this pattern. And then last year, like as I was saying to Mike, that's who Gottschall defeated in the finals of the main event was Jeffrey Young. So it's kind of like a rematch.
Maybe Jeffrey Young can get some redemption. Not quite as much money at stake, but Tom Adcock we see make his first shot in the 10th frame, and of course they all fall down when it doesn't matter. It's kind of how it goes in this great game of bowling. Rob Gottschall opens in the 10th frame for 211. Now Tom Adcock just cleaning up here. Tom Adcock's going to finish third today. He's going to receive $1,000 for his efforts. As we've been saying, Tom is a great amateur bowler, great megabuck bowler. Now he's going to give us some theatrics here as he tries to throw and show everyone at home his versatility on the lanes. So with that, congratulations to Tom Adcock, your third place finisher. Coming up in the next match, it's our championship match. It'll be Rob Gottschall taking on Jeffrey Young from Denton, Texas. We'll be right back here from the Grand Boot Hill in Chicago, Illinois. Mike Flanagan here, championship match, 2013 Grand Boot Hill Open. Rob Gottschall, you've won 2 matches. You beat Liz Johnson. You just beat Tom Adcock. Now you're getting to go against the guy that you beat in the final last year. What's the game plan? Same as the last couple matches?
Hit the headpin, leave something I can make. I mean, 192-0, I'll take my chances.
You said you 8-10 in practice already on this pair?
I did, thanks. Last time you said I left a 5-pin, and I left one.
Well, you could leave a 5-8-10 too. Those are possible.
I don't know if my ball can cross over.
Well, Rob, you're bowling great. You're going to be a tough opponent for this guy. Good luck to you, buddy. Jeffrey Young, you've been sitting around. You've been watching all these people bowl. Scores have been pretty high. I mean, the field average is like around 180, and these guys have been averaging like 205 or so. What do you think the winning score is going to be to get it done against Rob?
Probably like 210, 220. I mean, we've both been making great shots throughout the whole sweeper and whatnot, so let's just kind of see what happens.
Your game plan and ball choice?
Game plan is just, play the 3-pin like usual, and then I'm going to use a rotor grip wrecker.
Okay, good luck to you. All right, here we go, guys. We're ready to go. Dave Armstrong, Matt Turek, Mike Flanagan here with you. It's a championship match in the Friday Sweeper here at the 2013 Grand Boot Hill Tournament here at Stardust Bowl. 46 bowlers competed. We're down to 2. Jeffrey Young, Wichita State University from Denton, Texas, up on the left lane. Getting the match started.
Looks like he's using a wrecker.
Roto grip wrecker. He's got a good look there. That ball wrecked the pins. We'll see if Rob Gottschall can continue. Cruising along here in our finals. He's won 2 matches thus far. Second place is going to receive $1,500. Our winner will receive $3,000.
It's a nice payday. Just to get things kicked off here at this Grand Boot Hill weekend. Rob opens up with a strike.
Another great shot.
Well, to no surprise, 2 strikes.
And we have a possibility of a tie.
We do. Possibility of a tie through 1 frame.
That's Mike's catchphrase.
The match is up for grabs.
They're still giving me trouble from the Storm IB Open from this year.
Ooh, wow.
That's the first time we've seen Rob Gottschall miss the head pin, unless I'm just not remembering.
Could be, I think so.
Still an easy spare conversion here for Rob. He'll pick this. But if you're Jeffrey Young sitting on the bench, seeing a guy that's been just steamrolling here, miss the head pin, you got to be licking your chops. So Jeffrey Young here looking for a double. His first shot on the right lane.
Getting that 10 out.
He looks pretty solid.
Another storm.
We had 46 entries here, Dave Armstrong, as you were saying.
I said technically another storm. Storm guy using the wrecker. I mean, he can use anything he wants, but he's using a wrecker.
Yeah, this wrecker is a very low price point ball in the rotogrip line, but it has spoken volumes to competitive bowlers and recreational bowlers all throughout. It's got flashy colors too. You know when that ball's going down the lane.
Wow. He has a good shot. I thought Gottschall had a good shot. He has a great shot.
Yeah, he sure does. He's got a little more tilt and a little bit more of a flick release, as I would call it, which allows him to create a little more angle, even on a longer pattern like this. And what's interesting is even on the short pattern tomorrow, because he kind of flicks it out there, he can get on top of it a little bit more and give it a little bit of a spin rotation. to create a good shape tomorrow as well. That's why he's such a versatile player. Well, this is shaping up to be a pretty good match right here. Rob hits the 1-3 square in the face 2 out of 3 times here. He's got 2 strikes to show for it. Rob choosing the white belt.
And that's 15 pins your average, I heard.
Both players, this is a summer event, both bowling in shorts.
Boy, I could see if I came in with a white belt.
Dave Armstrong, I want to see it tomorrow. Walmart is open 24 hours, buddy. You give me your waist size off the air, and I'll get you one.
That was a great
Rob
shot by
Gottschall
Rob.
back to bowling, double. So amazing, too, that the players are moving pairs after every match. Wreaks havoc on us moving cameras, but it's great for giving each seated bowler an equal chance against the bowler coming in to bowl them in the next match.
The cool thing about it is they're still striking.
Right.
From pair to pair.
Uh-oh.
Didn't like that one.
Okay, hey, good break. Fortunate not to leave something unpickable. He's a great spare shooter. A Gordon Vatican coached player, like many other players from Wichita State University. Great bowling program. And have no problem here. Covers it up. So this great game of bowling, it's actually a 2-pin advantage for Gottschall if both players were to strike off the sheet. Even though Gottschall had a 7 count and Jeffrey an 8 count.
The match is up for grabs.
It is up for grabs.
Flat 10.
Flat 10, but
still a good shot.
A good 10. It's a good 9 for 10. Question here in the chat, how many cashed? 8 cashed, thank you.
Low spot was $500.
Once again, winner of this sweeper was guaranteed tonight at $3,000. Second place, $1,500. We saw Tom Adcock finish in third and receive $1,000 in the last match. As you can see, Storm is the Bowlers Company, a proud sponsor of this event this year, coming on board, helping scratch bowling, being a part of bowling. Woody Demma has worked very hard at this event over the years, and Storm wanted to get on board, and we did too at InsideBowling.com. We wanted to come out and cover this great event we've heard so many great things about over the years. We were greeted at the door by the proprietors of the center here at Stardust Bowl, and the rest is history here as we watch our first event of 4, actually. We have 4 events that we're bringing to you. We've got this event, we've got a sweeper tomorrow morning, we've got the main event, and we've got a trio tournament tomorrow night. It's going to be a fun weekend here in Chicago.
Are you broadcasting all the qualifying spots?
All of them.
Yep. We'll be on the air all day tomorrow.
And if you're watching this match and you want to see those archived on YouTube, just check out our YouTube channel. Give us a like on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter.
Bouncing the pins out there.
Finally.
Just what you said.
Yeah, the pins bounce around. The A2 pin setters. Now, wouldn't it be amazing with me talking about that earlier if, like, somebody 7-10'd and the 10 and picked it to win?
That would be insane.
So the 7-10 guy, have you ever seen him, Stillman?
I did. I saw that video.
So
was it here?
There?
Oh,
no.
Could you imagine going across the house here? 80 lanes. How many lanes is it, Dave?
It's 84.
84 lanes.
I think there's only one house that's either equal or I don't think there's one bigger in the United States anymore.
How big was that one that we did in Cleveland?
80 lanes.
80. So this place tops it.
Yep.
Rob Gottschall, another great shot. Leaving the 10 pin. Very similar shot that Jeffrey Young made on that lane. There are carry gods, Dave Armstrong. I don't know if you've ever prayed to them before in a match for a lot of money, but there are carry gods, and right now carry is pretty fair.
Yes.
So far in this match.
This This match looks like it's going to probably come down to the 10th frame. We'll see.
Who's the young lady in the back directing traffic?
Oh, I don't know.
The crowd here is getting into it. See Rick Miller back there.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, got knucks from Rob.
Oh, nice shot.
Jeffrey Young says, I am the #1 seed, and don't you forget it.
Who do you think you are?
That's right. So here we are, Young now, 7th frame, looking for a double. Can take a little control of this match right here.
Oh.
Ooh. Another 10-pin
Ring
on
time.
the left lane.
That was a great shot.
The good news is Jeffrey Young is not going to have to finish on this left lane. He'll actually finish last and finish on the right lane. Rob Gottschall is going to have to find a way to knock down the 10-pin on lane number 9, I believe to be a factor in this match,
I agree.
provided they keep making great shots. So here we are, 7th frame for Gottschall.
10-pin match.
I predict a strike here. Jeffrey's got 4 through 7 with 3 spares. I believe Rob will have 4 with 3 spares. We find out now.
Oh. Pulled it inside.
Yeah, just not a good shot by Rob at all. Just left off his hand. Left, grabbed, and maybe a little soft.
The big spare.
Now, I believe this spare is a little bit easier on this oil pattern compared to a shorter oil pattern. The ball is going to tend to slide left to right a lot more,
Fall into the
going
baby
away
split,
from the 3 into the 10.
Right.
This is where that 15-pound ball does help Rob, as opposed to being a 16-pound ball.
He did it the opposite way.
Yeah, he tugged it and just heaved it at it, and fortunate to pick it up. And you know, I think a lot of times when guys the pins bounce around a little bit, amping up and throwing at the head pin and knowing that the pin could bounce out too is another percentage that you get when you throw it hard across lane at a 310. So
Yeah.
Rob Gottschall now max score 235. Jeffrey Young can still shoot 247. It's important for Rob here to make another shot. We'll see if he can knock that 10 pin down now.
And he does.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, that's something Jeffrey Young did not want to see. Rob Gottschall is going to finish on that lane.
May come down the count. Well, this is his good lane.
If Jeffrey Young were to go 8 spare here and both players strike out, we would have that tie that we've been looking for. But I think Jeffrey's going to cram it in there and knock them all down. As you said, Dave, on his good lane. Oh, late falling out of the 10 pin.
Wow.
Little extra love there, a little more clean living, and that's what happens to you.
That's a big shot. He loses no count there.
Max score still for Young, 247. Well, this is a big one. 9th frame, foundation frame, as they call it in the pros.
$3,000 up for grabs.
It's a $1,500 match.
So he's left a 10 the last 2 shots, right, on this lane?
He has. Gottschall figured it out. Let's see if Jeffrey Young can. Wow, he rolled it right into the lane, made sure the ball was going to corner, goes high, and trips out the 4-7 for a huge break. Double going into 10th frame. Jeffrey Young can still shoot 247. Rob Gottschall can strike out 235. He can force Jeffrey Young to throw the first strike in the 10th frame, but Rob Gottschall has to have the double here and throw 3 strikes in the 10th frame.
Gotta have at least least have this one. It's 215. Yeah.
But this is not your average oil pattern, so disaster could strike either player at any time.
Ooh, carries it.
All right, Gottschall says, I'm still alive. It's not over till it's over.
Well, no matter what, if he fills 9 spare strike, he really forces him to mark at least. If he gets the first one.
9 spare strike would put Rob Gottschall at 214.
This is where the count.
Jeffrey Young is going at a 227 pace, 226 pace?
227, yeah.
Yeah, 227.
226.
All right, there's the old 5-pin, as you call it, Dave Armstrong, the nickel. The nickel falls out late.
You said 5, 8, 10 you mentioned there, and that would have been.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That'd have been
the
nuts.
5, 8, 10, as I did mention in the pregame warm-up.
Now, this is for the lead. If he gets this one, he needs the, right? He needs the first one.
Yeah, players are allowed 2 re-racks also. It'll be interesting to see if Gottschall may take a re-rack if he gets this one here to ice his opponent.
Right, slow him down.
Jeffrey Young is ready to jump off that chair and start bowling.
Well, no matter what, Jeffrey needs a mark, no matter what happens. But
big shot for Rob.
Epic battle continues.
Oh, carries that.
Wow. Rob Gottschall.
so if he strikes here, Jeffrey's got to fill strike 9 spare.
Correct.
Wow.
Strike 9 spare. Rob Gottschall.
This is a big count ball.
He's taking his time. Now, Rob, you got a re-rack. You do have a re-rack left in you. I knew he'd take his time here. Surprised he's not looking for a re-rack, but
There's no shot clock, is there?
no shot clock.
You don't really need to take a re-rack to make it look like you're doing something.
That's true.
Look at this match. 230, 220, 240.
Important to fill all 10 here.
It's quiet in here.
It is really quiet. You got to hand it to this guy, Rob Gottschall.
Push.
That's big.
Back 5 for Rob Gottschall, 235. So Gottschall in our stepladder both games of 223, 211, 235. And remember, the tournament leader, Jeffrey Young, is only averaging 210, and he led the tournament. That's an unbelievable showing by Rob Gottschall, but all the attention now has been moved over to Jeffrey Young. He's got to have the first strike on his good lane. And he does it.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Okay, so Jeffrey Young throws the money ball, and now Jeffrey Young needs 9 spare to claim the Friday night sweeper and $3,000. Remember, 8 spare is a tie. We will go to a 9th and 10th frame roll-off. 7 spare or less, Gottschall wins.
Oh, no.
Oh, and
Oh, he got lucky.
Oh, what a break. He knew it wasn't a good shot off his hand. The young man needs to collect himself.
Yeah, this spare.
He's
this
taking
single
no
pin
time
spare.
at this spare. No time at all. He needs it to win by 1 pin.
$1,500 3-pin. Oh, did he miss it?
He wins
Oh,
236 to 235 over Rob Gottschall. What a great match here to start out our weekend.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah, couldn't ask for a better final.
Hey guys, I'm standing by here. Mike Flanagan here with our champion here tonight. Jeffrey Young. Jeffrey, what an epic battle there. You threw the first one to the 10th. You needed that. You needed 9 spare to fill it up. You did just that. What's it mean to you to win?
I mean, it's a good start to the week. It's early in the week, so we still got the next sweeper in the morning and, the main event tomorrow afternoon. So, I mean, it's a good start, and hopefully it keeps going.
Now, you lost in the final last year to Rob Gottschall. Does this feel kind of good to get back at him here a little bit and beat him?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, we're both pretty good bowlers, so, I mean, it's nice to kind of, get it even for once. But, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me we meet up again.
Did you think Gottschall was going to shoot 235 at you? You said 220 was probably a score you were going to need. It ended up being 16 pins higher than that. What do you think about the way Rob bowled?
He bowled great. I mean, this is a demanding condition, and we both kind of know how to bowl on it. So, shooting 230 is not a big surprise. I mean, I underestimated a little bit, but, I mean, we both throw great shots. So, big scores are going to come.
You guys both made him look easy. Congratulations. Jeffrey Young is your champion on Friday night here at the Grand Boot Hill. Congratulations to Jeffrey Young. All right, buddy.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, so there you have it, guys. That's going to pretty much wrap up our coverage here for tonight. If this is any indication of what we're looking at for the next few days.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting weekend.
Sure is. I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Dave Armstrong, your final thoughts about what we saw here tonight?
I'll tell you what, that was some great bowling in the Stepladder here. They're not that easy to be shooting 230.
No.
These two bowled great match.
Yeah, the whole Stepladder was fantastic. And Dave, we want to thank you for being part of our broadcast and always supporting what we do. And we really appreciate you being here with us. And good luck to you the rest of the weekend.
Hey, thank you for having me. And as the chat said, it's Miller time.
That's right. Matt Turek, this has been a great evening tonight. We're looking forward to having you with all of our coverage this weekend. What do you take away from this broadcast tonight?
I thought that scores in the Stepladders were 10 times better than the scores in the qualifying, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that plays out this weekend tomorrow in the sweeper and then again in the main event. And I'm really looking forward to watching Rob bowl and Gregory bowl also.
Yeah, tomorrow night it's a short oil pattern, tomorrow morning actually,
Yeah.
and we'll be back with coverage beginning at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning for that great event. For Matt Turek, Dave Armstrong, Brian Burkhart, Woody Demma, all the folks here at Stardust Bowl, we wish you a good night here from Addison, Illinois. I'm Mike Flanagan from InsideBowling.com and the Director of Marketing at Storm Bowling Products. We appreciate you tuning in. We will see you tomorrow. Congratulations again to Jeffrey Young from Denton, Texas, through Wichita State University for taking home the $3,000 Friday night sweeper title. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.